This Cornerhouse, this old pictures, to me it's a squat, and I know we always get evicted, but the people who rely on us, the people who rely on the squat, they call it home.
Last time we met Chris, he'd set up a squat for the city's homeless in the disused Cornerhouse cinema. The authorities are determined to get him out.
Sunday morning, 6 o'clock. My friend Nick heard a lot of stamping across the room. I didn't. I was in the land of nod. I just heard Nick trying to raise the alarm. I jumped up. They were abseiling down the walls, coming through the windows, the doors. Proper Indiana Jones tackle, if you ask me. Must have cost hundreds of thousands as well. On a Sunday, 7 o'clock in the morning, another 20 people on the streets of Manchester again. Well, they confiscate our stuff, and then we can only get it back if we could produce photo ID, was the quote of the morning.
How many times?
Yes or no? 10 o'clock in the morning, can I turn up here without photo ID, because I don't have any? Most people on the street have lost everything they own. Everything they own. Morgan's been sent to jail for this twice, and each time he sent me to jail, everybody lost everything they owned in all the buildings.
We're here to help you now, to get this back.
Always. There's about 15 of us, all stood on that island there with all our belongings, being offered foil blankets and cold, God knows what. Got no respect for the law, not one fucking bit, you bunch of sad tits. We were back on the streets with what belongings we could carry and what we could muster in trolleys. I know you got your own. When you go home and look at your wife tonight, your pillow talking her on the bed, how do you explain to her that you just made a fucking 19-year-old girl sleep up on the street again?
I need a weekend.
How did it make you feel?
Small. Powerless. I had to go and look for a new home.
You're recording his fucking feeble attempts to roll us.
Hey, Philip can't roll for shit. Don't let me fool
Listen,
you.
I can roll you under the table, then smoke you under the table. What?
Fucking hell, man.
Fuck me. How many brothers can you fit in one room at the same time? I was a fucking mess on Friday. Me and Dale crawled in here at about 8 o'clock in the morning. 8 o'clock in the morning we crawled in like that. We had literally drank ourselves sober.
Is it like trying to raise 6 boys on your own as well most of the time?
It's hard. They've got into trouble quite a bit. Some of them, you know. But the lads keep me going.
I've not been able to work at all, man. I'm on 0 income because I've got no money at the minute. That's apparently shampoo from jail, but it's weed now, so...
What?
It's shampoo from jail.
What, did Philip give you this?
Yeah.
And then he said it was lube. So what's that say about him?
It says they dropped the soap many a time that they carried extras, like spares.
I can believe that.
You go around here, yeah, you're gonna grow up learning to fucking graft for your money, or you're gonna just be a bum. You're just gonna be a bum. Simple. Right. Let me start to use things up. Who?
Us? We're fucking waiting for you.
Yeah, shit. You alright? I'm just doing what I can to get fucking dough at the minute, innit?
What happens if you get caught though? That's the thing, isn't it?
You get caught, you do time, you do it. You gotta be a man, do you know what I mean?
Dale, are you drinking tonight?
Oh, I'm getting twisted, mate. What about you?
How did you graduate from robbing houses to being involved with guns?
I just thought it was a cool thing. Just liked it, innit? It was easy to rob someone as well. I got arrested for 4 gunpoint robberies because I was 16 and I went guilty. I got 2 years for each one. And that's 8 years in total, but they all ran concurrent. I only ended up doing a year in jail.
Could anyone have done something to intervene at that point?
I don't think they could. It was the area I was brought up in, the choice of friends that I had. There wasn't another choice of friends, like. When I think back about it now, I can't believe that I did that. It's the most skankiest, trampiest thing anyone could do. Music is a part of it that does really help me as well, staying on the straight and narrow.
Look in my eyes, you will see the real life pain. Through the window to my soul, you can see the rain. It's been a bumpy ride ever since a young age. Money man would drive.
So talk to me about your next project.
Thinking about getting about 8 people from Wythenshawe living round that life. I'm just thinking about putting a song together. Yes, Ruth, what's going on?
But it's going to be like 8 bars each.
Yeah.
On the verse, 16, and then chorus. Going to be a singer.
Yeah.
Girl singers from Wythenshawe.
I think it's a good idea, you know.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Then I'm going to stick it on my own channel and get a bit more recognition, bro. We could just book a day, find out a day, and we'll book it in.
Works, bro.
Yeah, definitely. Plan that.
It's been 5 months since the Cornerhouse squatters were evicted, and a lot of them are still looking for a permanent home.
How you doing, man?
I'm alright, how are you?
I'm all good, I'm all good. I'm back again. Welcome to the Cornerhouse too. This is home. Are you coming up? Are you coming in? Come on. Right, well, this is the first floor. This is where we're running the night shelter from. We've got 2 working toilets there, hot water, cold water, working hair dryers, so you can get a good wash and a good dry, and it's warm instead of cold. The equipment, the biscuits, the cereals, the vegetables, the bread, the fridges, the cookers, the knives and forks, plates, everything. It all came from the kindness of the people of Greater Manchester and the surrounding areas. As you can see, it's not 5-star. Last night was our busiest night. We had 9 in last night. It's our 4th night open. Town Hall, Manchester City Centre. It's quite a gothic, beautiful building, isn't it? But unfortunately, there's nothing beautiful inside it. There's just a bunch of ignorant councillors who refuse to acknowledge what's going on in these streets and these doorways.
I've been saying to my man for years.
Last time we hung out with Chris, Jordan was also staying at the Cornerhouse squat.
Chris! Chris!
But since the eviction, we'd lost contact.
Have you seen Jordan recently?
I have seen Jordan recently, yes. Jordan is not well. And I wish he'd either get in touch with me or his brother or just go back to the hospital. But unfortunately, Jordan's out in the wind at the moment, roaming the streets of Manchester again, toiling with whatever he's toiling through in his head. But I know one thing, his body is very, very battered, and he needs rest, he needs relaxation, he needs health care.
Half a painkiller or not?
No, thank you, bro.
Pussy.
Mum's life, yeah. If you don't want to take it, don't take it.
I'm not doing it on my fucking own. I'm like a dickhead.
Here's the lid.
What are you doing?
Nah, blood, I've just got back from the gym.
You're not minging, no?
Oh, I'm sober at the minute, mate.
Fuck, see what's wrong with you?
Hashtag detox.
I'm only back here because I split up with me ex.
Dale is a dad, but as he's estranged from his girlfriend, he's lost contact with his boy.
He's just over 2 now, and I've not had the night alone with him. I've not had time alone with him. Like the first time, literally, since like a couple of weeks after he was born, it was a couple of months ago that I got to take him to the shop, which was just round the corner. It's upsetting, to be fair. I mean, everyone that knows me will tell you, like, I'm not a bad guy. I don't go out, I don't fight, I don't do this, I don't do that. So there's no reason to do that to me, to be fair.
What's it like on the street right now?
It's colder, it's windier, it's wetter. It's a lot harder to find a dry, comfortable place. I said there's no spikes there already. just gets grimmer. A lot grimmer. People died in the city centre from exposure.
What's been going on, mate?
I can't even remember it at all. I can't remember anything, but what I've been told is I got found on Market Street unconscious. Obviously, paramedics got called. They gave me 5 hours to live on arrival out of the hospital. It was a rare heart infection. All I remember after that was waking up in hospital 18 days later. I was in a coma for 18 days. I was in hospital for 2 months. I left a little bit earlier than I should have. I thought I were all right. To be honest, I still need to go and get a checkup because I didn't finish antibiotics, so the infection could come back. I don't know. It's life-threatening, so and I know I need to do something about it, but it's lacking.
We bumped into Chris.
Yeah, and I was seeing Chris last week. Speaking to him, and he was telling me that he's opening a new squat and that, so he's not received a lot of help, has he, in terms of accommodation, so what's he going to be able to do for me? You know what I mean? Not much he can really do, is there?
Everything I own is here in the corner. Basically, this is me. But yeah, this is my army sleeping bag, proper sleeping bag. It's kept me warm when it's been like -12 outside. The luxury of a pillow, which I've made by stuffing pillowcases inside pillowcases inside pillowcases. A spare rucksack, a spare sleeping bag. And then pretty much everything I own fits into my cupboard. And that all fits inside my rucksack.
Shit out here.
Are you using again, mate?
No, not using. Don't get me wrong, I thought about it, but no.
I used to be an addict. I used to be a wrong un. I used to be getting in trouble all the time. I used to be an angry kid. And I was an angry kid because I weren't getting nothing back. I was putting everything into my life and I was just getting kicked in the teeth, as you can see. And I've been homeless for 6 years on and off now. And all I've seen is the most youngest, the most vulnerable, the poorest, end up out here for no reason at all. They're either being young, poor, or vulnerable. They're being stitched up in every way. The means testing system, the austerity cuts, they're only designed to affect us.
When I was in hospital, they instantly stopped my money.
Well, they sanctioned you?
They suspended my benefits altogether.
Because you missed an appointment?
Yeah.
Everything for my kids I've had to fight for. Every bit of help, every bit of support I have had to fight for.
Just what do you think the future holds?
It's everything, really. I want to be world champion.
Why are you watching, Bob?